Divine greetings. Question from Epsiba88. Is Yawafa Akpatebi also a chosen or in the line of priesthood? Thank you in advance. Okay. Now, in my other videos, I alluded to the fact that Ifa, spiritual system, divination system, metaphysical system, Ifa in general is a system of the Yoruba people. It's a collective thoughts. So any and every human being is open to Ifa. Ifa is just like practicing yoga, or you're into that Asian spirituality, Buddhism. I forgot for a quick minute. Ifa is because, for instance, everybody's allowed to practice Buddhism. That's why you see all kinds of yoga studios all over the place. So white people practicing yoga, black people practicing yoga, Asians Buddhism is not just for the Asians. The same way Yoruba Ifa is not just for Yoruba people. It is a system that was given, it was birthed by the Yoruba people, but it's not just for the Yoruba people. The same way Buddhism, Hinduism, Shaikism, all these isms, anything ism is not for, it's a study, it's a system. So when you say every and anyone that is practicing Ifa, you can practice Ifa all day, but if you don't have the spirit, you just don't have it. You can, some people are lucky to where they'll come into Ifa and then they'll learn the Ifa, but in addition, the spirits, the Orisha, which is the spirit. So when I say spirits, I'm talking about the Orisha. Orisha does not appear to everyone. And sometimes you are their child, but you're not ready to take your calling. So they wouldn't really come to you so you don't get scared. They might not want to scare you. Maybe they feel you haven't learned a lot of life lessons or enough experience to be able to handle that type of power, or to handle having a relationship with a higher level being like that, spirits like that. So they watch to see what you've accomplished in life, to see if you're ripe for your calling. If you're not ripe, they wouldn't approach you. Or if you're on the cusp of being ripe, they might just appear to you show themselves to you, here or there, but nothing direct. But when you're ripe, they stalk you. They come to you. They show you things. They do some supernatural things in the dream that you start manifesting things. Like things start happening when they know you're ripe. But when you're not ripe, they wouldn't really come to you like that. That means you have a lot more work to do on yourself. You need to learn more about the Yoruba spirituality, learn more about your ancestors, learn more about yourself, learn more about your Ori, learn more about the universe and how the plants and the herbs and the universe works, universal energy. So you have to learn a lot of things before they feel you're ready. So in your comment, you said you had a dream. You saw, I can't remember the name of the deity you said you saw. But if you saw said deity and she has not really directly come to you, and you said it's Oshun was in your bloodline. If this deity was in your bloodline, then more than likely somebody inherited that responsibility. If it is you, then it just means you have to start getting to know the deity. You have to start getting to understand the do's and the don'ts of that deity. The more you start learning about them, the more they'll come closer to you. But if you're not learning anything about them, or learning about your tradition, your roots, your ancestors, yourself, your spirituality, your gifts, more than likely you would have certain gifts, and you have to nurture those gifts. It's not just dreaming. People who are called to Orisha priesthood have more than one gift. They just never realize it. Some can speak to the dead. Some can, like I said, some are clairvoyant, some are clairaudient, some are claircognizant. I'm going to do a video on claircognizant. And some have very strong intuitions. Others can do divinations, not just from Ifa. Some people can, some Orisha, chosen ones, can do divination with water. Some can do divination with other types of natural things. Some can do divinations with just staring at a candle or a fire. They could do divinations. There's so many forms of divination. So Orisha, when you come to this earth and you're a chosen one, you have a lot of gifts. You just never tapped into them. So you got to find yourself. Find yourself if you're the priestess for your family line, and start to connect with that deity. And then, do that before things get rough. Because these Orishas, they'll give you time, but if you're not doing what you're supposed to do, they'll mess you up now. They can shut all your money life. They can shut down all your money. They can shut down all the things that you're using to be comfortable. So start getting to know yourself so it doesn't get bad. And then if you keep seeing the person, the deity, then you might need to look into initiation. If you notice certain things about yourself and you've grown, then you can look into initiation. But learn yourself, learn your ancestors, learn your bloodline, learn your deities, learn all the things you need to learn. And you see a shift, a difference in the way the Orisha communicates with you. You real.